Hey guys, I'm Boss Gaming. Today I want to talk about the YouTube feud going on. Just the state of YouTube at the moment. The latest feud is about and drama is about PewDiePie. PewDiePie said the N-word in a recent stream. From what I've seen, it was a complete act of rage, and there was no real thought that went into it. It was a thoughtless act. Stupid, but it was rage. It was utter red mist moment, and from what I've seen, it shouldn't be taken as seriously as it is being taken. The owner and founder of Campo Santo, who made Firewatch a couple years back, is trying to get a DMCA on PewDiePie's video for Firewatch. A DMCA is a copyright strike, and a YouTube channel is allowed 3 of those before the channel is shut down. So the only way for them to get a DMCA on a video they've already said they're not copyrighting is to go through a whole legal process. Now that, at this point, 2 years after they've made the game, after the video's been made, is a battle they're going to lose. From the tweets that Sean has put up, it seems clear to me that it's because of the recent events that have been going on. Basically for the same reasons advertisers have been pulling out of YouTube, which is basically because it's not family friendly. He doesn't want to associate with PewDiePie's video, with his game being shown on PewDiePie's video. The final tweet, he's done a whole string of tweets that lead on from one another. The final tweet he actually made about this was, it says, "Freedom of speech is freedom of prosecution. His stream is not commentary, it is ad growth for his brand. Our game on his channel equals endorsement." So basically he's trying to say that if their game appears on his channel, he is supporting the fact that he used the N-word. I think things like this have been coming for a long time. YouTube is falling apart. I think it's starting to die, which is not good, but there is a certain level of neglect to certain channels at this moment. YouTube are trying to keep everyone happy at the same time, and in doing so, they're forfeiting their largest channels. Now, the only real way to fill out a DMCA, to file a copyright strike, is to declare it under unfair use. So when a content creator, like a gamer, makes a video including a game, that game is not technically fair use. It was made by somebody else, and we're displaying it on YouTube and making money off that. That's where the issue lies. It's the making money off. You can make a video perfectly fine, but when you start making money, that's when people start getting separated. So there's never been an instance where a video has been taken down because of unfair use. A game, by YouTube law, is showing a video game, and when you're not the creator, is fair use. There's no way to dispute that, because you've made it your own. You've got your own commentary over it. Some may have a face cam. You've got your own reaction to it. It's going to be different to any other video on YouTube, and this is the kind of thing that kept the reactions going. When they were big, the reaction channels, you couldn't claim a video because it contained your content, because they made it their own. They had their own reaction over it. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts. There's not really much you can do about it without being contradictory. I fully understand why people like to watch reactions. In fact, some reactions I've even liked to watch. It's for the same reason that when I show a friend of mine a video that I really like, I want to see their reaction. I like seeing what they think of the video. And that is the same thing as why I like some reaction videos. But some take it too far, and when they showed the full video, Fine Bros do it really well, because they don't show the full video, and that's a really good way to do it. But channels got complacent and they just put the full video in there, so you didn't have to go over to the original creator to watch it. In terms of video games, it's the same thing really. If I play a game that I really like, I search on YouTube for a creator that plays the same game, and I want to see their reaction, whether it be because of the story or because of how they play. I watch a lot of Rocket League YouTubers now, because they're pros and they go to RLCS, they go to all the tournaments, because I want to be a better player, and I watch them and I deconstruct how they play, and that really helps me to learn as a player. Now, when it's a story-based game, that's kind of different. Games that have multiple choice, like I'm trying to think now, The Walking Dead, like the Telltale series, Beyond Two Souls, anything that has a branching story with different endings, I think is great. Great content for YouTube, because not only is the commentary going to be different, but you're probably going to get a different story to anyone else that you're watching, which is always a really nice experience. Now, in terms of Firewatch is a walking simulator. It's even tagged as that on Steam. So the problem is that it is a walking simulator. There's not really much different per playthrough, per Let's Play. There's not enough different about it to make each Let's Play different and separate from one another. Now, there's been a lot of debate about whether Let's Plays are hindering the profits of game design companies or boost them. I know for a fact games, especially indie games like Firewatch, I think they were really boosted by content creators. I know they were at E3, and that's where a lot of people heard about it. But then when people see their favorite creators playing the game, they want to go out and buy it themselves. Where before they were kind of on the edge of whether they wanted to buy it or not. The main reason I think Sean has made this decision because of recent events is because he's not really focusing on the fact that it's fair use, about the fair use argument, the YouTube rules and terms and conditions. He's mostly arguing the fact that he doesn't want PewDiePie to make any more money from their game because of his recent actions. In fact, he even says in one of his tweets, "I love streamers, I watch them daily, we sent out over 3,000 keys to professional and amateur streamers." Now that is a really good thing, and that is what kind of makes his fair use argument void. The only way for him to get this DMCA is to claim unfair use. But if he sent out keys, that makes the whole thing completely void. They even made a streaming and Let's Plays page on their game's website that says, in the Q&As, can I stream this game? Can I make money off those streams? The answer is yes. We love that people stream and share their experience in the game. You are free to monetize your videos as well. Again, this makes the whole DMCA thing, fair use argument, completely void on his half. I think for him to take it to a legal place is a bad move. They're gonna lose. They have too much against them. They've even supported the fact that you can both make videos and monetize on both Twitch and YouTube, and has also declared that they gave away about 3,000 keys for the game, which fully supports streamers doing their thing and sharing their experience on the chosen platform. Going back to his Twitter, he really contradicts himself on the fact that he supports content creators, because one of his earlier tweets is that he says, "I am sick of this child getting more and more chances to make money off what we make." But whether that... He refers to him as a child. He refers to PewDiePie as a child. I think that, again, is another attack on the fact on his recent actions. He's claiming that the reason it annoys him is because he's making money off their product. But that is what you're doing when you're giving away free keys. You're giving the content creators a chance to make money off your product. and you've openly admitted that you are fully satisfied and aware and content that you are doing that. I use a service called Keymailer, which is essentially developers, both indie and AAA, can put their games onto the website, and content creators who have signed up can request a free key from them, and if they view the channel, think it's worthy of a free key, they can hand one over. Now again, this goes against the whole fair use thing. People, especially indie developers, I'll point that out now, there are few AAA developers compared to the amount of indie developers. I think it's more of a recognition thing for them, but there are so many games on Keymailer, so many game developers that want content creators to play their games because it boosts them, and especially at that smaller level. Before Firewatch, Campo Santo was completely independent. That was their first game. It was a hit. Everyone loved it. But before that, nobody had heard of them. So services like Keymailer, where they can openly give a content creator a key to a game, it endorses the fact that content creators working together with game developers does work out for the better for both of them. The content creator can make money, and the game developer gets recognition, and more people will buy the game because the audience and the community of the content creator will see that game, and if they like it, they go and buy it. And that is the great thing about working together. I think this whole drama thing is going to have repercussions throughout YouTube, especially for the gaming community. I think it's another spanner in the works for YouTube. I've had a go at YouTube a lot over the past couple of years for making certain changes, but to keep the company alive, I think they had to make those changes. I've heard, and I've been looking around, I think they're going to try and dull down some of those changes, make them less harsh, which is good. They haven't completely cut us out yet, which is great. But I still think they made a bad move, and I think this is going to cause another big decision from YouTube, and I think it's going to backfire again, especially for the gaming community, like I say. But for this time, we've just got to wait and see. Honestly, don't know how I'm going to cut this video up. I've been recording for so long trying to get my point across, but yeah, PewDiePie's actions, again, it was just a moment of rage. I've been there. I'm pretty sure I've used the N-word in a red mist moment, in a private space, never in a public area. It was unfortunate that he was streaming at the time. Obviously he was getting frustrated at playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, but he did do that. But again, like, it's a gaming thing. It's a moment of rage. Like I say, I think I've even used the N-word in a closed space with friends, and it was unfortunate. And for Sean to take this action, I feel like is a bad move from him. I think he's going to receive a lot of hate because of it. Although PewDiePie didn't want any of that, he fully said good luck with any future projects. But at the same time, I think people are going to go over the top with this. And if he did take it to a legal battle, he wouldn't win. He's contradicted himself way too much. He would fully lose that legal battle. And I think this is going to make a big change on YouTube, but nothing is going to happen between the two. So it was all kind of for nothing, really. But anyway, that's my final thoughts. I'm not going to ramble on anymore. But for now, remember to drop a like, leave a comment. Leave a comment what you think, because I'm stuck right now. I don't know what to think about this. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date with videos, and I will see you in the next one.